Welcome back to Don's Life. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining today. Today's video, we're going to pull the oil catch can off of my GMC Sierra AT4 because I think it's time to properly clean it. Let's go. Now I've been running a catch can in my GMC Sierra for quite a while. I'll link the other related videos up here, including the first install. You can check those out if you want to, but let's get started. Now the catch can that we'll be cleaning is made by UPR. That's this one right here. Now I chose it for its design. It uses a patented stainless steel diffuser system with lots of chambers to slow down the airspeed, remove all that crud from the system before returning it to the engine. There's no cheap steel wool in here or simple screens, not in this bad boy. Now before we just take it out and clean it blindly like a madman, we are going to do something that goes against most men's nature. We're going to look at UPR's care tips. You want to make sure you check your catch can in 1,000-mile intervals, at least before the first oil change, so that way you can understand how much your PCV system is ingesting and then how frequently you need to check that catch can. And if you're in a colder climate like we are in Canada, you will have to check it more frequently because there will be more moisture content present. And as for cleaning, we got to keep it simple, just a good quality dish soap. Using any other cleaners could damage the anodized finish or discolor the can, and we don't want that. Now if you're wondering what I'm doing here, I am just maintaining my battery, which is a good habit to get into about every month or so. Now I will stress again for the winter, if this is not emptied more frequently in the winter and moisture is allowed to freeze in the catch can, it can damage it, and therefore we'd have no more warranty on it. Which is why I installed this drain hose here so it stays close to the engine, stays warm, and allows me to drain it conveniently right down here. And first things first, if we're going to take this off and we have to take the truck somewhere, we may want to install the original hose just to bypass the catch can, go back to the original stock setup, and then we can have the catch can out really for as long as we want, making sure it's nice, clean, and dry before we reinstall it. Okay, so I drained this yesterday when the engine was nice and hot. That way everything was in its most liquid state. I added to the jar of truck tears. This is everything I've collected since I've installed the catch can. Who would want to put that back in the top end of their engine? I'm sorry. I'm glad that this thing is there. It's probably going to be a dirty job. Let's put on some gloves, get a hot soapy solution of water, get this apart, submerge it, and get cleaning. I think my wife's on to me. She knows when I'm cleaning car parts using her kitchen sink. So we're gonna do it out here in the garage. We are going to take this apart. I'm pretty sure there's still going to be quite a bit of buildup in here, even though the stuff that was in a liquid state is out of there. So I'm just going to pop these hoses off. Unscrew the can. Not too bad, could be a lot worse, but I haven't cleaned this yet. So we're going to submerge this, start letting the dish soap do its thing. Now I'm just gonna undo this fitting and then I will put the can in the dish soap. I'll just give this a little wipe first, pick up some of that oil that's in there. All right, let's take a look. Okay. We got this little brush here too. It's kind of like a cleaning brush, looks like a toothbrush. You can use it to clean off some of the surface buildup. But I'm going to take this little snap ring out and just see what's behind these screens. I assume there's more filters or baffles. Okay, so we'll clean these up. Let that soak some more. Ooh, that's hot water. We'll just let them soak. Have a look at the can here. Well, that looks pretty good. Well, we'll just let time do its thing. Keep working on that oil. Well, I think we're almost there. As you can see, my bubbles are gone. Now we should just be able to wipe it all down, make sure it's all dried out, and then we can put it back. Now we're gently using air just to blow out a little bit of the water. But you know what? I'm actually going to take off this piece here, as long as it's not too tight. So I'm going to put this on here to protect it. Not too hard. So we just got a little residue to wipe off of there, but other than that, it's pretty clean in here. Well, all nice and reinstalled, nothing touching. Had to look at the way I wanted to run my hoses, make sure that they were not ever going to snag on anything. Now your catch can might be different than mine, but I believe that the same premise would work to clean yours. Now we're just going to undo our battery tender. See if our comfort connector blinks green. It sure does. Our battery is in tip-top shape. And just like that, we're at the end of another video. Now I want to give some credit to one of my viewers that reminded me that videos like this, even though it's maintenance, some people might be interested in. So thank you, and I made the video. So on that note, if you liked today's video, hit that like button. Please consider subscribing. We'll talk to you next time.